It was hard, and then I gained think when somebody reached out and hit me up and was like, how much you charge for promo? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Like,
How y'all doing, everybody? Welcome to the TaeVi Visuals podcast. This is episode 7. Once again, we got another special guest for y'all, man. Let me make sure I get this right. New Orleans Joe, 40-year-old virgin, manager of That Way, comedian, actor, writer, Corey with the K, man. Everybody give it up for Corey with the K. Give him some claps. 6th episode of the TaeVi Visuals podcast. This is sponsored by shoptaevisuals.com and 25% off with the code TVPOD. But we're going to get into it with Corey with the K, man, and your journey of being Corey with the K. So where did it all start for you, man?
oh, I was joking one day with one of my partners. He was just like, you should make a video because, I always be joking and shit. So, I did one. I wasn't doing videos though. And then I just started fucking off, just was doing it. I ain't like, because it was an app. The nigga ain't thinking like, I'm about to do nothing from this shit. I'm just joking on this bitch. And then like 2 years ago, I really just started taking it serious. And then that's when it really like, people was like, I really started getting paid for what I do and, getting recognition and all that type. But so really, yeah, but I always, just been joking and shit.
Now, with being a comedian, is it kind of, I would say, like, is it kind of confusing with other people outside of you who don't know you personally? Is your personality of being a comedian, is that your regular self? That's just something you put on?
Nah, yeah, when the camera's on, like, cause I do that, but like a lot of time people see me, they be like, man, I thought you was, man, I was about to say something, but you look mean, cause I don't just be walking around just jolly and shit, I just tapping to be funny, but like when I'm talking to somebody and especially when I know them and all that, I can make them laugh all day, but I just don't go around like
Making
I don't
people
do
laugh.
stand up comedy, I don't do hosting and none of that because I don't want the attention on me as if I'm about to have to make you guys laugh,
Gotcha.
So that's why like I'm in the production field rather
sure.
than
We gonna get into that. You're not like a stand up, but I want to get into. You said about 2 years ago you started getting paid for what video you feel changed your following on social media that made you get to the next level.
I don't know. I think it wasn't like a specific one. It was just the consistency, like of me just doing like the that way when I really started doing with the sandwich one, and me and Rob was doing that. He been doing the time in real nigga, but he kind of brought it back, and then like I would see some catchy in the background, and then we implemented me in there, and that helped out tremendously. And then from there, I just kept like doing my own thing, doing my thing and stuff like that, and we're reaching out and doing videos with some of my close people and shit, and it just kept progressing from that point, though.
Now, relationships with New Orleans comedians. You mentioned you work with some like Laugh with Derek, Rob Kaiser, Mario the Comic, P Town Mo. How does them relationships develop? Does it start from personal, then it goes to comedian and business related? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, cause I don't look at them as somebody I'm just hitting up for like. That's I'm about to do a video like like Rob is like my they like A1 the Derek my little brother, Peter Mario my big bros I rock with them, but it's not like it's just like business. It's just like we cool and you got a bond. And I just from that point it's like the skit part easy because it ain't forced at all. So
Now, you don't do stand up comedy, you say, because you don't want the attention on you. Do you feel stand up comedians have a grudge against Instagram comedians and what you guys do on the platform because they feel once Instagram came out,
yeah,
it watered down comedy?
Yeah. I mean, I could see if they do have a grudge. I mean, fuck, I probably have one. I mean, but some of them, like some of them, they translate. They try and do the video. Some of them do it successfully. But some of them just really just are stand up comedians and they're great at what they do. But like they're not like maybe content creator or skit writer. Like that. So it's not like that's their lane. But I could see how like they would be. Knowing they've been funny, they do that, and then someone just picks up a phone and just takes off and like fuck, and they probably funnier than the person who's doing the skits, But
With you not wanting to do stand up comedy, and what do you feel is the height of the career you can reach? And you say you want to do production. Do you feel it's a cap at what you can do at Instagram comedy?
yeah, I think man, I think I done gave the Instagram fucking more than fuck. I got literally thousands of videos, like and it's not even that. Like, cause I think of funny shit. I thought of funny shit today, this morning. And I just write it down, just like, oh shit, that's hilarious, and I just write it down. But yeah, I mean, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like film, write, direct, pitch to Netflix. Okay, once if Netflix give me one shot, it's a wrap. Cause I'm gonna kill it, and they gonna be like, well, if he killed that, let's see if he could do a show. Let's do a show. Let's do a series movie. Like, it's a wrap from. I just need that one. Like, my partner Net, he got us on a nice platform on Amazon Prime. Shout out to them and the Dog Brothers. They filmed it and like basically like that was a great just seeing myself like on a another stream
Platform.
like that. So but just me writing something and knowing like I'm the writer, direct, produce, Netflix starring like that. When that comes, I'm not even gonna say if, but when that day comes soon, it'll be like it's a wrap from there. Like, cause I'm just like I get paid all this to just do what I've been doing forever. Like that's like walking.
With Netflix being one of your goals, do you feel with going getting to that? Do you feel it's stepping stones before you get to Netflix? Because like you said, you've been putting in the work. You got a bunch of videos. Do you feel there's something else, or Netflix is the next step?
Nah, Netflix next. Like, I mean, I've been doing the social media. We've done that. It's not like I'm even saying go to the movie theaters. I mean, but I've done social media. I got some type of platform. I'm on some type, on Amazon Prime. I mean, like I feel like that's what it is. I done been doing skits for a minute, so I really just want to show the world who don't know about me. Like what I bring to the table, really.
Now, what the world don't know about Corey, are you more in depth with writing or being in front of the camera? Which one do you enjoy more?
I like both really, but cause I mean, just them seeing me and like, yeah, I probably would say being seen doing it because even if I did write it, I mean, you see, the reason why I want to do both because I'll get paid great, but something about somebody seeing you there and like that's the guy from that great movie, such and such,
Made me
like
laugh,
that.
made me
Yeah,
feel that
like
way.
that. Then I'm thinking about that's the writer who did it, but he ain't tripping because he
He
banked up,
paid.
But
Yep.
that's what I wanna do. Like, say for instance, if I was in like two classic shows and two funny classic movies and two classic like a gangster movie and like like just some random a scary movie, but they all classics. That's good enough for me. The rest of it, if I'm just writing, directing other stuff from there, and they like, well, KOREYWITHAK presents this. I'm cool with that, but I didn't already show like what I bring to the table. I wouldn't want to just not be in none of them, though.
In Instagram, how hard is it transferring your followers into making real money and not just comments, people liking and reposting? How hard is that?
Oh, it was hard, and then I gained think when I started when somebody reached out and hit me up and was like, how much you charge for promo? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Like they like, my partner was telling me like, and I'm like, oh, that's what people been doing, and then but it's not even about followers. So they have people with way more followers than me, and it's hard for them to get promo. But luckily, I thank God, like New Orleans really, it's a lot of people, other cities, states, but New Orleans in general, like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. They show me so much love, man. It's crazy. Like like they constantly hit me. I don't have a guaranteed job. I'm not guaranteed to make $1, but
It's all on your hustle.
throughout them, the majority, I mean, and them just worldwide, anybody, it's just they really just believe in me enough to just be like, I want you to take over my, them Louisiana, all over other parts of Louisiana, and just but it ain't about followers. Followers don't mean you gonna make more money or less money or something like that.
With being in the entertainment game, is it a lot of people? Do you feel a lot of people, like you say, followers and everything? Do you feel a lot of people buy followers? Do you?
Yeah, people do it. Yeah, I don't know why though. Like it's not. I could see if you were buying it and it would actually make people just randomly be following one more person, and then you'll be like, if you got, even though I wouldn't want it that way, but at least you'll know Because if you following 5,133 people, you're not gonna think where this extra person I'm following come from. You're not worrying about that. But you really have bots following you. Like people, you go to the page and it's like Chinese words and it's portraits of nuggets and just random shit. You know, and it's like, son, what are you getting from that? You know, you got 3,300 likes and you got one comment, and it's like, why? Why are you doing that, son?
You mentioned something important, that New Orleans really supports you. Do you feel it's a misperception of New Orleans supporting their own people? Because a lot of people in New Orleans always saying they don't support each other.
It's in a way, it's true. I'm just speaking on myself.
Speaking of Mike a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm just speaking on myself. I'm not really just speaking out of just
in general.
But you know, they have that everywhere. Like everybody says, you know, Atlanta probably is the most put together city that I could think of as far as music and entertainment. Like they seem like from the outside looking in, they look like those people that's bringing each other up more. But you know, like in general, like I can't speak on what everybody's situation is. But you know, like it is like, you know, I don't really see too many New Orleans rappers just blowing up a lot of them together. You know, so I can understand that. But you know, people be telling me I should move and do this, and I'm like, maybe if I did, I blow up or not. But at the same time, like, if I'm doing videos here, I mean, it's still gonna be on the internet, you know. So I don't really have to just move to Hollywood. I don't really gain that. I don't really just care for just linking up with all these popular people to be like, I doing work. I don't really care for that. Most of the people I do videos with don't even do skits. I just tell them, hey, act like this in this situation, and that's how I do. But I don't really reach out to people because they have more followers than me, because I could hit up a lot of people who have followers that I'm cool with and be like, say, you want to do it? I don't care for that, you know.
Now, with being a comedian, you say you don't, like you said, you don't want to do stand up. I won't keep touching on that, but did some stand up comedians influence your type of comedy? Because your comedy is not like everybody else comedy.
Yeah, I don't really know, because people tell me mine is like, you know, I think of mine is like, I don't really know who it's based off of, because
it's just you.
Yeah, I don't really see nobody just like because I don't have like I have like certain gimmicks I do, like I do the that way they love, you know. I have to start doing them more, but it's like mine is just, I just get just raw comedy, because it's not like I'm just over the place jumping, doing anything. It's just, I'm just saying a lot of funny stuff, but it's not, you know. So I don't really see nobody that I could just think of and be like, I do videos like that person, you know. But they have a lot of people who are funny, and I'm like, they make me want to keep going, you know. Like it's a lot of them, out of town people, New Orleans people who some people don't know about really, you know. But it's just, yeah, it's not like a certain person I'm like, yeah, that's I remind you of him, dude.
Gotcha. Now, with being that you have your own type of style, what is the process of making a video or making something funny? How do you go about that? Is it just off the blue, or do you think about it, you write it?
It's out the blue. It's out the blue. Like even for promos, when people hit me about promo, I literally within 1 minute tell them an idea, and over the phone, every time like, anybody tell you about promo I've done, they'll be like, yeah, in the first minute or two of him talking about it, he'll just be like, we can go with this, and they'll be like, yeah, that's funny. Let's go with like every single time. Like
it's first thought, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of natural, you know. So yeah, it's not too much. Sometimes like when we're doing videos with other people, I just think of certain things, like, or my partner think about certain things that we want for sure said, but the rest is like freestyle a lot of times. It's nothing like really written out per se, word for word. It's just something that I think of so much stuff, I have to just put it down so that I can, when I see like, oh, bed video arguing with girl about insecurity, I don't have to think of words. I just know what the situation. When I'm about to record, I think of everything right then and there. So I just need to remember what it's about, though.
Now, your writing and acting. Did you go to acting school?
Nah.
You have your own, I would say, reenactment of the show You. Yeah. Did you write that script? Do you write your own stuff?
Yeah, it was like majority, I had Megan Rachel, she helped out tremendously. Jovan, my cameraman, the best cameraman in the world. That's promo, Jovan, you owe me. Nah, I'm fucking with you. But Yeah, them and other people who you know they helped out like you know far as being in it, but it started off I knew the show was popping, so I said let's make a parody of it in the library, and you know in the library you know they let us do the part real quick, and everybody was like when part 2 coming out, I'm like hold on who said part 2? What you talking about part 2? That's just a skit. I said let me do it part 2. And it went viral. Part 1 went viral on Facebook. It was just trending all over there in part 2 and part 3. And I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta make a whole series.
You gotta go with the real shit.
But I really went out my way, like, you know, I'm giving y'all this on Instagram. This ain't no Instagram videos I'm giving y'all.
I was about to say
at
that.
all. Like this is not an ain't to toot my own. It's just like I'm looking like, bro, I'm getting a film crew. I'm getting
actually look
real.
like
I ain't using
too.
no ketchup for blood. I got the, you know, special
Real
effect
makeup
artists and
yep.
you know all that. Like it ain't no half stepping. And then it's funny. It was so funny that people ain't never watched you went to start watching the show and they didn't even like it because they was like it was playing to them, but it was like mine was a parody, but they was like, well, fuck, I know, but I don't want to watch it because yours is, you know, it's really comedy. It's strictly comedy. So we did that. Actually, Jovan is currently he got some shots of the B-roll of the city. He gonna take out like the ending parts, like with the credits and all that, and he gonna make it all together so it could be like one thing. So all together it should be like an hour, 20 minutes. And for those who haven't seen it, it's brand new. For those who have seen it, it's been a minute since you saw it. It's been a year. And plus, you never saw it all together. So it's all new to you. Because like even if I watch it right now, I'll be like, oh, I did say that. So I know it's going to be new to other people. So we're trying to see like, as far as like putting it online and you got to click a link to buy it or something like that. But I think that'll be, when it's done complete in this month, I know it'll be done this month. I'm gonna start selling it, and I know for sure like I'll get like a minute trailer of it, make people let them see it, and then they'll be. There's no way, and then they support me anyways. Like they support when I'm selling my merch and all that, whatever. So I'm sure they'll spend $8-10 or something like that on that, and it's good. It's not like you're buying it just because it's me. It's actually like that's my main thing. I take pride in that series. Even to this day, like even though it's a year ago, if someone asked me what do you have to show me, I would show them first. Wouldn't even think twice about it. Like you had, and I know it's a spinoff of the show. I'm not trying to take credit off this show. I was doing it as a skit and just kept doing it. But the fact that I could just orchestrate that without no budget or nothing, like so it's like
imagine what a budget would you do.
Right,
now, with saying that, putting that online, you touched on it a little bit at the end. With selling that, do you think you have a problem with the real people show of trying to sue you or say you copied off them or anything?
I mean, no, I don't know. I don't know if they worry about me. And they got a lot of really problems going in their life. Yeah, if you watching me like that, then fucking put me on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to, if my little money I'm making off that ain't affecting y'all. Like, like it's not like, I mean, I'm looking at what y'all doing, but I'm adding my own. It's not like I'm doing the exact same thing and just me doing it in the funny. I'm like literally changing everything. I'm just doing it in the same manner, the concept they use, but it's like, fuck, that's props to them. I brought, I feel, people, even though they don't need me to get promotion, but other people, it just, for those who haven't seen it, just like, what is you? What are you talking about? And, but I ain't like trying to jock nobody. Like, I'm not even trying to, if they offer me a show to do that, I wouldn't even want to do that because that's their thing. I just did this and was like, okay, you see my creativity, I could come up with something on my own now,
Now, being a comedian from New Orleans culture is strong throughout the U.S. Is it hard trying to not make just New Orleans content and stuff that New Orleans people understand, or Louisiana?
Nah, I don't even come off as the person. Only thing they say about me when they come to New Orleans is the New Orleans you. When they be like, oh, you be done New Orleans you. I don't just make things and be like, this how New Orleans do it. That I didn't want to get caught up in that because it's like I'm not, even though I have stuff with like new, but a lot of times I do like act like street dudes, but it's street dudes worldwide. I just happen to be from New Orleans, so it's like, okay, that's cool, but I'm not like doing nothing like, oh, that's the guy that be doing all the New Orleans. Like nobody ever says that. Like that's why I try and make so many different types of videos so they won't be like, oh, that's the one that bam. They just be like, boy, I remember this video that or you or that. They just think of everything because I just do a lot of different types.
Gotcha, versatility. So I want to ask you, who are some Instagram comedians that you follow or content you enjoy outside? Well, anyway, I don't want to even say outside.
Rob, like I said, Mario, P Town in New Orleans, so Kiana, Megan's, Laughla Darius, my little bro, like I say, and he's
A lot of videos
Sub
of him.
Tweet Sean, I got my little partner, little Marco. He's a smaller entertainer. I'll say he don't like to be called the M word,
What that is?
midget.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
but yeah, that's my dog. It's a lot of them, man. That's they got people out of town. They got Bubba Dub in Texas. They got my partner 39 Cents Reese from Houston. Jeff Shelley. D Young Show. He's from from Baltimore, and like I said, it's so many people, man. Name Cheating Myron, Jesse McDonald. We did one. That's the one with the crutch. He's like, he has what they call Sarah Parker's disease or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like he be one having a cane. Like he's very, very funny. Also, it's Funny Marco is my brother. Like he checks on
I know
me
him.
genuinely. Like before he had anywhere near that fight, he always was the same dude. He ain't changed since.
That's the dude you been on live with, right?
I used to be on live with him, yeah, but he do the Walmart videos and stuff like that, yeah. So there's a lot of them, man. Oh, and Grassa 100, from Baton Rouge.
Is comedy a touchy subject in 2021? I was because we had Mario the comic on here, and he was like, "Is everybody so sensitive, and it's hard to tell certain jokes now?"
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
yeah, it is though. I mean, because people, and the thing is though, and the crazy, I haven't been in too much of a controversial thing like that because I don't really do things. I've done videos. I've done like videos that look real, but they're scripted. It's like they look real, but we know it was a skit. So those who see it not gonna think that. So when they criticize me, I could live with that because I'm knowing everyone was in on this. Now, if I'm just messing over someone in real life and thinking it's funny, and then I'm seeing out, then I'm like, yeah, I was down a bit. But me knowing that the people that are in the video are all in, like I was saying, the guy with Jesse McDonald with the cane, the video I did with him, it went viral. First one, it had millions of views, and people was like, I hope you die. Saying about me and stuff like that. It was like a girl walked by and I was trying to get at her. She like, I'm with my dude, I'm good.
Oh, all right.
And he came around the corner with a cane. This, and they was like, but we all knew it was a video. He was a comedian. Everybody knew that, and it's like.
But to the casuals who don't know about you and that.
Yeah, see, I could handle that. But I don't just do videos like I don't go around insulting people or belittling people or going to someone's establishment and messing it up for the sake of views and likes and content. Because I can go to Walmart right now, jump on the aisle, pull my pants down, my box and run. I would go viral every time doing that. But what else coming from that? And I'm doing something. I'm making myself look stupid because I don't behave like that. So I'm selling myself out. It's not gonna get me nowhere because who gonna want you just because you do crazy like so now and I'm messing up someone else that's what they got going on. So it's a lose situation.
And if you do that, I think they're gonna expect that from you when you get more. I'll say followers. They're gonna expect you to keep doing the stupid shit.
Now I gotta go to the White House and do it now.
Right. Now, I want to touch on the top 5 comedians. Mario the comic said his top 5 stand-ups was D. Ray Davis, D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffin, Mike Epps, and Cat Williams. Me and him went back and forth because I ain't agree with none of them, but Cat Williams and
who yours is?
I like Dave Chappelle. I like Chris Tucker, Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, and who else I go with? I go with 4. I don't got no 5 right now, but Dave Chappelle is top for me.
Yeah, I mean Mike Epps is my favorite because he's like the translate to the comedy I do because he's not like he has to do nothing outrageous. He just talks funny, he just says funny stories. So it's like he reminds me of how I
without trying to be funny, he just funny.
Yeah, so he ain't like Kevin Hart is funny, but I mean, I guess by him, his gimmicks and his voice and all, like he has a lot going. Like Mike Epps doesn't have that. But Kevin Hart is funny. But my top 5 would be Mike Epps. Like I would say Richard Pryor. I like Eddie Murphy. I like
You like Seinfeld?
I don't really listen to Seinfeld. I mean, he's funny in his own right, but like my type of
Not type. Martin Lawrence. You got Martin.
yeah.
You
I
got
wouldn't even when I think of stand. I don't even
think
think of
movie,
Martin.
huh? You think
Yeah,
of movies.
those three. And they have underrated people and stuff too, like like D-Ray. People like though, that
Yeah.
don't get the
That's what he said. He
recognition.
said that D-Ray Davis in his
Yeah,
top five.
like they don't get the recognition as the other big ones. But I like a lot of.
I feel like in comedy, well, most of things now times, it's not about how good you is. I think it's more appealing and popular you is nowadays. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
more popular people get, the most recognition. Like Kevin
yeah,
Hart.
yeah. Oh yeah,
A lot
Kevin
of people
Hart's
don't say Kevin Hart is the funniest, but
yeah.
he's the most
It don't matter.
popular.
It really don't matter that he's
Right.
not like I could ask 1,000 people right now. Is Kevin Hart funny? It would be 500 to 500. Now, meanwhile, that's only half people think he's funny. Meanwhile, he's getting all these types of things going. So that's when I think of myself. If someone thinks I'm like I'm nowhere near his level. So all right, cool. I ain't funny, but a lot, that's your opinion. Kevin Hart literally is 50-50 a lot of the times, and
Right.
he's doing pretty good in life. So I mean, if that's what it is, then So
What's the most harsh comment you received from a fan or a hater in your comments before your DM that you looked at that caught your eye?
like about a video I did.
Yeah, that they didn't like.
It's really like I don't really do too many videos that they could just get mad about. Like you can't just see a video and say you a bitch for that, like or nothing like that. But they had one dude I did a video with my partner. Oh, shout out to Trophy Chocolate. He's very funny also.
Trophy chocolate.
Curry and Claiborne and Rude Jude also. Yeah, just shout out to some more people. But
The voiceover, Current Claiborne, huh?
yeah, that's my dog.
That dude
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, the dude was like, I did a video with him. He was like, man, you clout chasing. You got to do video with fags to be trying to stay relevant. And he was just out of line on so many levels. I'm like, first of all, that's disrespectful to do. Like, if that's his sexuality, that's his sexuality.
Right.
Second of all, brother, I don't have to do nothing for clout. Like, I'm you gonna see my work. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but you act like I do nothing but videos with certain people to try and benefit, or I do because that's my homeboy and I had a skit idea. It's not like just like when I do in Rob, you wouldn't say that with him or with a so don't say it about him just because he that's his preference or whatever like that. So me and him, it was just basically on that turn. Like he was disrespectful to him. That was the main thing. Like don't come playing on nobody. And I'm cool. Like they ain't even bothering you or nothing. And I'm not doing it for no a video with him for clout and nothing. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, man, you don't see my videos. You like, I barely even do videos with my dog.
Right.
So but part of that. But I don't, like I said, I don't really get much hate.
One more top five, not stand up, but Instagram comedians. Mario the Comic had you number one on his. What's your top five?
Oh man, that's love.
Yeah, he had you number one.
That's what's up, though, man. For real, that's crazy. Some nigga really, and that's you ain't, and that's this New Orleans or worldwide.
This was worldwide. He had Drewski, Haha Davis. I think he had Laugh of Derek on there, but I know for sure he definitely had you number one because he made it known. He said Corey with the kid number one, no doubt.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I mean, I'm gonna do top 5 New Orleans and top 5 outside New Orleans.
Gotcha.
I don't. It's too many.
All right, gotta show love to the city.
Yeah, and first and foremost, Rob. It's no specific order. Rob, Mario, LaDerrick. Let me see who else. I know those 3 just come on the top. I like Trophy Chocolates. I like my partner. His name Kevin. He's him and his wife be doing videos a lot of the time. I like them. Those 2, and P Town and them are funny. Also, I just don't. I don't.
See them as
I don't.
comedians?
Yeah, P Town just funny.
He just funny. A funny dude,
But P
period.
Town not like a skit creator.
Right.
I'm just speaking on like Instagram, like those and they got a lot of them, but those probably be like my 5 from New Orleans. Oh, other than New Orleans, Drewski, yeah. Country Wayne is so consistent. Curry and Claiborne.
Uh-huh.
I like some of I like Desi Banks also,
Oh,
and
they got. I'm trying to think of some more
I don't
familiar
really
folks on.
Haha. They used to be extra funny. I mean, he's still
Yeah.
funny, but I mean, I just wouldn't put him in my top 5 currently. Like, but those 4. Oh, and they have these people called Supreme Dreams.
Oh,
They're a
they
group.
tough, bro.
It's a guy. He's like obviously the main guy, but
Yeah, but
he
they
carries
funny
his
as a group.
team, and I love that. Like that's the love I need. Like you
RDC.
people need yes, like that. Those are the pioneers of how you handle business when you're trying to bring your team up.
Yup.
I don't know his name off top, but he's the main guy, the dark
Forgot his
skinned guy.
name.
But shout out to you, bro. The way you put on, man. You uplift your whole team, bro, and you treat them equally, and that's like that don't happen often, man. So I
Facts.
love them as a unit. They're amazing.
Now, Wildin' Out got canceled. How do you feel Wildin' Out was an effect on the upcoming comedians coming from Instagram platform?
Because they thought maybe that was the next step. That's easier. That would be the stepping stone. But you good before Netflix because you're seen on there, then other people see you. But you eliminated it now, and it's like, well, fuck. I've been doing videos now. I mean, I don't have the next. How much elevate to that, you know? Because Instagram on Wild 'N Out, you don't even have to be like a content creator. You could just be super hilarious,
Yep.
and someone could see you and say, well, if he brings enough attention, I can turn him into somewhat of an actor, and it'll bring me revenue.
Right.
And they'll do it like that. But now that being gone, then it's like that. So those who can't really create or come up with content, it's like maybe kind of like harder on them, But
Do you feel everybody right now out is, I would say, rapping or just trying to? Well, I say like this. Do you feel other people take Instagram comedians comedy for granted? They think it's just easy. You could just hop in front of the camera and just make people laugh. Do you think people feel that way?
Yeah. I mean, as they should do. I mean, it's like fuck. I got a phone. I was funny at the family reunion the other day. Why not? And they just go at it. And like it's. I mean, because some of them you never know. You might not even be funny, but you might just go viral. And you, even if you don't make nothing long term from it, you might be buzzing for 6 months, and you might make the most money you probably could have ever made. So I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, but that's the case of what it is. Though it's like everyone wants to be a rapper these days or a
Something to
comedian, like
entertain.
especially a comedian. Like even the rappers want to. Not saying they want to be comedians,
I
but
always say
but
it.
they're
Why
just
it's like that?
But they're just because it's easy. It's just I don't know.
I feel like everybody just try to. I think people try to capitalize off the popularity or the following as they should. Like if somebody gets to a certain level, they want to just make the music. If you're a comedian and they feel like something popping right now, boom, make the music, put it out, get your check if you want to.
Right, yeah. So that's what it's about basically. I mean, I just think that, but yeah, it just seems like a lot of people just get the camera and just. But the thing is, you have to be consistent if you're doing it. Just keep doing it. You have to actually believe in yourself. Don't do it because you be like, oh, I want to get a laugh. Just if you want to like really go into it, you could really pop off that. If you're really good at it.
What's the hardest thing about your job or your life, your career? I say, because it ain't no job.
The hardest thing is trying not to get down on yourself when you feel like I haven't gotten where I want to get to. This person is higher than me. I started with more followers than him, this and that, and just trying to do that. Oh, I got this many views this week, dislikes. This
Went
week is
down and
lower
everything.
and all that. So that's why I don't get caught up in that too much. Like I don't even have a business page set up because I don't want to see how my views are and people got my page this month and this one low, like, because I don't want to just be like, well, what I gotta do to bit, because it's like I'm dictating myself into y'all people are controlling with how I feel, so I don't even have that. I just make a regular, I just have a regular page. I don't even it's just a regular page.
Now, I'm saying that not wanting to get down on yourself. Do you feel that your career grinding so hard, I guess, challenges your mental health? Have you ever thought about quitting before?
Not so much quit. I just thought about letting back off Instagram so much because I'm like, man, I'm just doing this, man. I just need to, get to another spot. But I'm like, well, fuck. In the meantime, I might as well keep giving it, because the main thing I like getting to know when people hit me up and it's people who might be sick or that people died and they really hit me up and say, man, bro, my dad died and I watch your videos all day and you just brought me so much joy.
Light
Like
me
that.
up.
Or like street dudes see me and roll the window down and just be like, bitch, I love you, son. Like, you fucking hilarious. Like, just seeing I got those type of people willing to express themselves with me, and all I do is cut on the phone and post, and it's like I could make the world, laugh and smile, and it's like, well, that ain't much to do. God gave me this talent. Why wouldn't I share this with others, and that could make their day, and them making their day actually makes my day almost more than the opposite, the other way around, to be honest.
X. Now, do you feel in your career you feel you too reliant on social media at your career? You feel you could do without social media right now?
I can't do without social media right now. Cause I mean, who gonna see me if I ain't on social media? I mean, cause I don't do stand up. Now, if I did stand up and all that, then yeah, but I don't do that. So unless someone just puts the word out about me and then I start acting, then I wouldn't care as much about social media because I have it from there. But until I get to that stage, then yeah, I have to depend on social media because that's how I get my talent out.
Any upcoming things you want to let the people know before we close this out?
Got an OnlyFans. I'm just fucking with you, but nah. But nah, I got like I said, me and my partner Grass, we about to do this little hood film. Actually starting, it's gonna be Friday and Saturday. Doing that, we just putting a lot of people in who just want recognition and just making basically like a big skit. Is yeah, we're gonna do that this week, and I'm trying to pitch the New Orleans U for sure. Doing this content in the meantime, still pushing that out and writing stuff up so that I could just like something come to like another. They don't gotta be exactly Netflix, Hulu, whoever, but coming at them at the table, the business table with exactly what I want to do and like that big check, like basically on that type of term. And I just need, even if it's from Hulu, whoever it is, and I'm getting a big check from it, and they see that I wrote, directed, I'm in it like that, it's a wrap from there. Like I'm gonna be like, ain't no turning back. So that's just my main goal right there.
Gotcha. One more question. When I DM'd you, you responded and called yourself. Do you have a manager?
Yeah, I have a manager. Hold on. Manager speak.
Is a manager important in your career field?
Not right now.
Because I'm sure you get a lot of DMs, but you responded
but I could check. I check my day sometimes because I'm online and I see a thing, and I know when it's about business, so I'll respond. But if it was like a quick one and just be like laughing, I wouldn't just click on it as quickly, if I'm on there. But yours was about that, so. And, like I said, I don't have a quote unquote job, so I mean, I'm on Instagram pretty often. Or, I don't have alerts come to my phone all the time. But
Gotcha.
So I see it, and especially when it's about business, I'm like, okay, because that's how I make a living right now.
Right. Now, before we get out of here, it's Black History Month. I got a quote that I like to give every episode for this month of Black History, and the quote is today: "He or she who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. He or she who is not courageous enough to take risks will not accomplish nothing in life." That is by the great Muhammad Ali. Any last words for him, brother?
No, just happy Black History Month. Like a lot of younger people or our generation and younger. Some may not take this month as serious because it's just another month, but like those people really had to go through it, man. Like if they wouldn't have, man, we probably wouldn't even be social media, none of this. So like I don't know the details of the severity exactly, but I know it was serious, and I just appreciate every one that contributes to us having the freedom we have right now. So shout out to Papa and them.
Yeah, shout out all the ancestors,
all the greats, man. Like all the seriousness, man. Like appreciate all y'all, man. For real. And appreciate y'all for having me here.
Yes, appreciate you for coming, bro. Shout out, like he said, all the ancestors, all the people who pushed the black culture forward, pushed the movement forward, fought for all our rights. This is the TaeVi uals podcast. This is episode 7. Once again, Korey with the K, and we out.